Good evening, my beautiful people. Welcome to Donna Just Being Real, the only way to be. Today's topic is Ask Donna Q&A dating, love, breakup, relationship, advice questions. I do this live stream like every 2 weeks for just 30 minutes. And if I'm also going to read an article, and it's about with domestic violence during this pandemic. And also, after I read the articles, usually every time I do this 30-minute live stream with questions, Q&A questions, I usually read an article on relationships. So I'm going to focus on domestic violence during the pandemic. And today is October 1st, Domestic Violence Awareness Month, everybody. And to all the beautiful people that watches the replay, feel free to leave your questions, your comments in the comment section. Or you can email me. You can find my email in the About page. And I will get back with you. If you don't want to say your name, you don't have to keep it confidential. So you have any questions, I'll answer them with the best of my ability. So don't forget to read the description box, the comment section, and also find my timestamp there too. So just in case you want to get to the important parts of the live stream. Like, subscribe, leave some feedback, and also share. Hey, Dawn, welcome. Thanks for my purple hearts. Glad to have you here. I'm going to wait a few seconds before I start. Can you hear me clearly? Hopefully you can. Hopefully I wasn't like talking to myself. Give me a soundtrack, Dawn. And like I said to anybody who's watching replay, please read the About page, read the comment section. And also read my description so you can know the timestamps when this live stream starts. Because sometimes the beginner have a little problem starting. I don't waste people's time. People's watching replay. Hey, Fury, how you doing? Long time. Oh, she gave me a bang with the purple heart. You know what's up. All right, so you can hear me clearly. This is good. Okay, and hopefully everything's good with you, Fury and Dome. Hopefully you had yourself a good day. Everybody had themselves a blessed day and all of that good stuff. Today's live stream is only going to be for 30 minutes. So if you have any questions on dating, love, relationship, anything, feel free to put them out there. There's no silly question, because believe me, someone has been there. Okay? So there's no silly question. I answer the best of my ability, and I'm going to read an article. So I'm going to start reading off the article. And then I'm going to get into if anybody have any questions, and I'll read the comment section. All right, let me go and find my article. Okay, let me change this music. Give me a second, y'all. And turn. Okay, that's good that you're doing fine. Okay, so everybody can hear me. I'm going to get into this article. Okay. All right, this article came from Health. I believe Health magazine, so I'm going to read it. Now, it's called The Coronavirus and Domestic Violence, What You Should Know. Now, everybody can hear me clear. Make sure the music's not overtaking my voice. The coronavirus pandemic has resulted in domestic partners and families spending more time together at home. Not surprisingly, being in such a close proximity for extended periods of time has resulted in higher stress levels. That raises a concern. Are people in the same... I need to put on my glasses. Excuse me. Okay, all right, that raises the concerns. Are people in the same household most likely to intimidate or physically hurt one another? Researcher Jackie Campbell of Johns Hopkins School of Nursing answered questions on spousal abuse and other domestic violence in light of COVID-19 related stress. Is coronavirus causing more domestic violence? What don't what don't have we don't have a lot of evidence that the rate of domestic violence incidents is going up during the COVID-19 pandemic. However, there is a little bit of evidence that the rate of murder suicide, in which a male partner kills a female and then himself, has risen since the same time last year. Gosh. Oh boy. If domestic abuse is already a problem in a relationship, the coronavirus pandemic might be making it worse. An abusive person may use this situation to exert more control over a partner. What makes physical abuse more of a risk during coronavirus? That's the question. We're going to find out. Even with stay-at-home orders lifting and areas reopening, there is still an increase in stressors as a result of the pandemic. Schools remain closed and camps activities are canceled, so kids are at home. Families may feel crowded, frustrated that they can't escape one another. At the same time, they are isolated from extended families and friends and can no longer participate in many enjoyable, relaxing activities. There's also the threat of COVID-19 itself. People are afraid of catching it, especially if they are essential workers and cannot work from home. Families may have a relative who has COVID-19 and requires hospitalization, but they can't visit or provide support in person. That's so sad. Financial stress can factor in too, especially if someone in the home has been laid off. With all this happening, some families are likely to encounter more arguing. It's not clear if domestic violence would start from the first time under these circumstances. Some people who is normally nonviolent isn't likely to suddenly start acting that way. But if a person has been abusive in the past, they might become more violent because of the added stressors. Get into PTSD. Everybody who's coming in, hit the like button, throw out the purple hearts. I'm reading an article right now that I'm going to go back and read the comment section. Mods, look out. One factor in domestic abuse, let me start off again. PTSD, a risk factor in domestic abuse. One factor in domestic abuse stems from post-traumatic stress disorder, or PTSD. Having PTSD raises the risk of being both an abuser and a survivor. People who, let me get a pause here for just a second. People who witness abuse, for example, those growing up in a violent family or neighborhood, might be living with PTSD. Combat veterans are at high risk for having PTSD and for being violent towards their family members. One symptom is hypervigilance. Patients describe feeling on edge with a tendency to overreact to a perceived threat. A distressing event can trigger a person with PTSD and make them feel under physical attack, with a necessity to fight back. There's not always one horrific event, such as combat experience or car accident, which causes PTSD symptoms. A lifetime exposure to violent behavior can add up. Now we're going to get into alcohol during this time. This is a deep one. All right, everybody, just give me a second. Let me finish reading. I'm almost done. Okay. Alcohol during the COVID-19, a risk for domestic violence. If household members are consuming more alcohol than usual due to stressors, they might be at a high risk for acting out and causing physical harm to family members. The World Health Organization cites a strong correlation between alcohol and violence between intimate partners. They note that alcohol affects both body and mind and can impair thinking and self control. People who drink alcohol may less capable of dealing with relationship conflicts without resorting to violence. Hey, thank you for everybody's coming in here and stuff. Let me read out stuff. And I said, Fury Dome, hugs and kisses. Cammy, ooh, thank you for coming in here. There you go, Jack. And what's up? Dome says something. It's 60,000 people is in backed up for unemployment out here. Ooh, I'm gonna get into the unemployment thing. Yeah, I just found that out too. Dome, it's crazy. Oh my gosh. All right, Dome said they won't process until all the way until January, Dome? That's a long time. Ooh. Cammy, Jack, how's everybody doing and stuff? That's a long time, and we just hitting October. Oh, that's not good. Not good. Anybody who's coming into live stream, if you have any questions on dating, love, breakup, relationship advice, questions, throw them out there and I answer them with the best of my ability. And if anybody's watching replay, please look at the timestamp so you get the certain points. It's in the timestamps I have in the description box and into the comment section. Wow. Okay, so let me go back to what I was saying about this article here. So, what they're saying is there's not really too much proof that domestic violence has went up during this pandemic, but there's a lot of murder-suicide. Man kills female, and then he kills himself. I didn't know about that part. I gotta look that one up. That is just crazy. But there's also some signs too when you're dealing in a relationship. There's a possibility that you could be in a domestic violence relationship. Things that you need to watch out for. Look out for these warning signs. I'm going to say some warning signs here. One warning sign is put a plan together if someone you are living with is, one of them is being verbally or emotionally hurtful to you. Number 2 is threatening you. Number 3 is having episodes of explosive behavior. 4, harming animals. Something like that, yeah. They need to go. That's a sign of that you could be in an abusive relationship. So those are some signs that you know of. It might be time that you need to get out. And there's also a number what I will be posting in the description and in the comment section. The National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. The National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233. And why don't I put the number down? Hold a second. Excuse me, I'm just trying to write this number down. Okay. There it goes. Hey, Catherine and friends. Welcome. Glad to have you here, girl. Glad to have you here. Jack Gully said, question. What are your thoughts on Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation? Ugh. Come on, Jack. You brought me up with that one. Okay. What can I say about them? I didn't really follow up too much on it. Except I was, listening with you and stuff. But I really not too much into them. But what I think is kind of that ghetto love, if I'm making sense. Something like a ghetto love. I don't know how to explain it. I think that they was in a relationship. Something went wrong. I think he don't know how to hold his alcohol or his drugs. And he just shot her. And she was just messing with the wrong person. She knew he was a bad boy and she ended up getting caught with him. That's just how I think of it. I didn't really follow up too much on that relationship. I really didn't. But I think he did shoot her. Um, I guess, whatever the situation, in the car arguing, and he just got a little crazy, pop, and she's out here trying to protect him. I think, dealing in the industry, she didn't want to say much because I guess he's supposed to be big. Because I've never heard of Tory Lane, and I don't know if I'm saying it right, Jack. I never heard of Tory until now. I don't really ghetto love. Yeah, that ghetto love. I don't know too much about his music. What's so great? I was trying to ask my sons, and they were like, whatever. So hopefully I answered that question. Throw me some other questions. All right, Fury said abuse across the board is running rampant in many homes. It's so sad. Fury, it really is, because it's just going up and up. And right now we're going through this pandemic. People are stressed out. They don't know how they're going to pay their bills, And like the article was saying, which is true, is it's not going to, I don't really see abuse is going to happen if the person your partner is with, the partner that you with, wasn't really abusive before. I don't think now they're going to start turning around and start start beating on you and getting crazy and stuff. I think that's something that was already happening before, that your partner was being abusive, and then as soon as this happened, it ended up escalating to another level. So like they said, once a person puts their hands on you, that's it. It's going to keep happening. It's not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. It's not going to. I think the first one is usually in a relationship when it comes to abuse. The first one is a test. Him or her. Men do get abused too. I think I might do something about with men being abused and focus on them. But men do get abused too. But like I said, with men, they kind of testing a woman, and he's seeing her boundaries. He's seeing how far he can go with her. Hey, Catherine, you too. Hugs and kisses to you. Son! Mr. Son! Hey. But don't say get along. Don't say something. Can't hold his drink or drugs. Yeah, that's a whole nother one too. Okay, let me put a little funny quote up here. All right. What was I just saying? Oh Lord, just lost my train of thoughts and everything. But yeah. What I was saying. Let me just go back to abuses. I said with a woman. That's what I was saying. With a woman who's with a man, and a man who's abusive, he'll test and he'll see how far he can go. He might do something like, kind of flinch at you, like he's going to hit you. That's a test to see your response. Are you going to just tim it down like, whoa, babe, it's all right. Why are you upset? So it's like, oh, okay, she didn't try to leave. Then the next test might be he'll grab you and kind of shake you. So it's tests. It's little steps of tests, and the next thing you know, it's gonna be the big thing, knocking you out, putting you in the emergency room, or it might kill you. It depends on the situation. Jack laughing at me. All right, I'm sorry, okay, but throw me some questions. I don't know too much about what the Tory Lane, but I think he did shoot her, and she was protecting him. But I did feel sorry for her when the situation, she said she didn't have her family to talk to. That's the worst thing, when you're stuck in a situation like that in the industry. Nobody's your family. Nobody's really your friends. It's about the money, what you can make them. So who does she have to turn to that she can talk to that can give her some real reasonable advice? You go to a lawyer, they just going to tell you what they're supposed to. This is their job. They're a lawyer. Yeah, take them to court. They're just trying to win money. All righty, let's go back. All right, Fairy said bad son. Okay, Jack said, thoughts on Jaguar Wright lashing out for those who abused her. I was just, Jack, you killing me. I was about to do some research on that, because this woman, she was going in. I'm trying to find out. It's just so much. I don't know the whole ins out, but I kind of believe that the woman is telling the truth, because she said, if I'm lying and sue me, who says that? That's a red flag that she's telling the truth. Oh, the son says that's the truth. All right. Hold a second. Okay, what we's up to? Son says that is the truth. Dome says the story changes every day, sis. Donna. Oh, which story? Are you talking about with the Tory Lane? Lane? Hope I'm saying right. Jack, don't laugh at me. If you talking about the Tory Lane, I think that's what you're talking about. That is a lovely laptop. Thank you, son. Hey, Rob, aka BK Finest. Ooh, my New York brother. What's up? And how are you? And welcome back. Welcome back. And thank you for my purple hearts. See, you know what's up. Coming here, bang with the purple hearts. You know, that's a, you know, everybody knows. They know. Everybody's here on point with the purple hearts. All right. Dome said, he said recently he didn't shoot her. Oh, you talking about with that? So now he said I can't get the story. It's like back and forth, Dome. He shot her. He didn't. This young rap industry, you know, she's running around here half naked talking about do this to me, and I don't know what his music is about, but I think he might be out here bashing women. You know, what kind of relationship is this? But they're young. Hey, it is what it is. So I said, you are welcome. Thank you. You laughing, Rob. Yeah, how's everything with you, Rob? How's your week? How was your day? And all this good stuff. And Rob, if you have any relationship questions, this is a Q&A. Dating, love, breakup, relationship advice. It's only for 30 minutes that I do every other week. And also a time set, but you missed the article because I was reading an article about domestic violence during this pandemic. And, you know, that is just running wild out here. But basically, it's not going to really happen unless it was happening before, if I'm making sense. If your partner that you was with was already abusive before, it's going to get worse during this pandemic of people losing jobs. They confined in like a small bedroom apartment. You can't go visit your family, you can't go visit your friends, you can't go to activities, you can't play tennis, you can't bowl. So you're stuck with your partner all day. So what happens? And they want to try to control. Ooh! Hola, Maria, I see. Ay. So, what do you know, what's going to happen? It's going to be abuse. Hold a second. Hold a second, everybody. Let me go back to this comment section. Like I said, if anybody have any questions, please put them out there. Okay. Let me go back. All right. Jackson. It does not take much to say that he did not shoot her. I would came out immediately and said, hell no. Yeah, you got a point. You got a point. Jack, you got a big point right there. All right. Hugs and kisses to you, Maria. Dome says, I do believe that they got into a fight, though. Rihanna used to beat up Chris Brown until he laid the smack down. Oh, well, I kind of believe you might be telling the truth, Dome, with Rihanna. I don't want to say why, because I don't want nobody to say, how can you say something like that? I'll keep that thought to my mind, to myself. But yeah, I kind of believe so. Yeah, so that one day she decided to go, you know, he couldn't take it no more, and then bang. And like I said, men do get abused too. It's not just women. Men get abused too. And I'm going to focus on y'all gentlemen too. I'm going to do something with the men. Hold it. Okay, I'm back here. How much time is here? Moderators, let me know if I'm going past my time. How much longer I got? Oh, shoot. Not that much time. Okay. Let's make it happen. All right. Here's a quote here. Real love is knowing someone's weakness and not taking advantage of them. Knowing their flaws and accepting who they are. Keep that in mind. All right. Dome said he probably shot around or something. Oh, you saying he wasn't directly trying to shoot her, Dome? Maybe he's just trying to scare her. Either way is wrong, but I'm just saying, like, is that what you're trying to say? It happens both ways. It's wrong both ways. Exactly. Either way. You don't put your hands on nobody. And I even tell my sons, I said, I give them like little scenarios. I say, well, all right, I'm going to act like, I said, I'm going to act like the girl, and you the guy, of course. And act like we in an argument. And you trying to walk away, and I'm pulling on you. Like, no, you're gonna stay here. You're gonna talk to me because I got something to say. I got something to say. So you like, please get off me, let me leave, because you're trying to calm down. You don't want to argue. You don't want to fight. We'll talk about this when everybody's mind is a little bit more relaxed and clear. And then you just tell, like, get off of me. She loses her balance and she falls. Then she said, you hit me. I'm calling the cops. You didn't even hit her. All you did was tell her, get off you. You pulled off of you and you was walking out. She just lost balance. But now you're done. Because once she makes that phone call to the cops, you're going to jail. So yeah, your man got it messed up. Yeah, All right, Jack said, it takes a weak man to shoot a woman. This is not Harlem Nights. No, you didn't go there. Yes, you're right, though. It does take a weak man. I don't understand. There's just some men out here, and women or whatever, they just want to, they can't control their temper. They think that, violence is the way. They want to intimidate you. They want to control you. And usually it's because it's a lack of self-esteem. They don't have self-esteem. So their self-esteem is low. So they want to control you and try to keep you into a bubble. And they figure by raising their fists at you or controlling you and telling you what to do and how to do it, that's the way to be. But no, that's not a relationship. That's not love. And then sometimes these women, they get so caught up in it and they thinking, oh, he's just a little upset. He didn't mean anything. He just had a bad day. He does love me. Because the guy might turn around and beat the crap out of you, and then next day he go out here and buy you a car. Or, give you some flowers, or come to you over the weekend. So I'm so sorry, babe. You can go away for the weekend. I brought some tickets for us to go to a Broadway play. And then you're thinking, well, I guess he does love me. He didn't mean to. He did apologize, and he knows I love going to Broadway plays. You see, that's mind game. It's just manipulation, mind game. It's bullcrap, bullshit, straight up bullshit. Okay, straight up. Rob, I know you didn't disappear on me. I'm looking for you, Rob. I know you're still there. Okay. All right, where am I at? All right. There was an argument, but there was not a report of a fight. Interesting. Okay, Jack. All right, Fury says, but some women think that men are soft if they don't beat them. That's a whole nother scenario. You are so right, Fury. You do have some men out here that some women that feel that, he ain't whooping my butt. He must be weak. He's taking my crap. No, that's and a lot of that has to do with, Fury, the way you was raised. A lot of it, like a lot of people that take abuse, it comes from your childhood. You seen your mother getting her butt whooped. You seen your father whipping your mother's butt. And then they grow up thinking, like they say, usually men that grow up in an abusive household, they'll be abusers themselves. And then the girls, they'll grow up and they end up being abused. Letting somebody abuse them. Because they see this and they figure, oh, when mom and dad did it, it's okay. They think that that's love, but it's not love. So a lot has to do for your child, because if you was taught from a young age, look, nobody's supposed to put their hands on you. Don't tolerate this. And if the schools will teach you and enforce it, and your parents are enforcing it, as I'm gonna tell you, you won't let it happen in your life. But sometimes it does happen. Oh, hold it just a second. Excuse me, everyone. Alright, how much more time I got? Excuse me, everyone. Okay. Oh, I'm still here listening. All right, Rob. Okay, I get a little funny sometimes. Just checking to see you there, because I ain't seen you in a while. You disappeared on us for a long time, okay? Welcome back. Dome says, Americans, we just so hostile. Not just Americans, a lot of people, every nationality. You got some nuts out here. All right, did I miss something else? It's across the world. Yep, it is across the world. But like I was saying is, usually the way you was raised in your household, if you grew up seeing a lot of violence, that's when you accept violence in your life, or you will be a violent person in your environment. Maybe not in your home, but your environment. A girl might be used to seeing guys always beating on the girls, so she figure, oh well, I guess it's supposed to happen to me. Or then the men seeing guys beating on their women, so they figure they supposed to do that. Because this situation, let's say if a girl, she might be getting slightly loud, right? And she's with her boyfriend. Let's say she's with her boyfriend. She's raising her voice, being a little sassy, smart mouth to him. And he's around his friends. And you got some guys who look at him and say, yo, you gonna handle that? You gonna check her, right? I mean, I wish my girl raised her voice at me, because she'd be laid out. So what you gonna do? So then he's like, oh yeah, you right. Yeah, I need to check her. You see? Because that's the type of environment. They think it's right. They think it's, supposed to be that way. Oh, it's global. All right, Jack says it's global, and Jack said it's worse in Russia. Oh, I gotta look that up. I didn't know that one. And Iran. Ooh, okay. All right, Dome says, I'm speaking more so with the racial climate and the Becky's losing their mind, calling cops every day. Yup. And it's so sad. And they could just pick up the phone and make a phone call, and you're done. There's no questions asked. It is what it is. That's it. You're done. All right. Jack Gully said, difference in America, there is some repercussions of abuse. Yeah, you're right about that, because here in America, you can't take them to court. You can get an order of protection. But you know what's so sad, Jack? Sometimes these order protections will actually make them angrier, and it can make it worse. What do you do? There was a situation, I'm going to tell you, the brief little story time. I'm going to do a story time about my life, but that's going to be on my other channel. I'm not going to do it on this channel. But I'm going to do a little story time. A friend of mine was working at the legal aid office or whatever in the city. Yeah, in the city, whatever. But a young lady, and she had an abusive boyfriend. He was in jail, and they was going to let him out. And she said, please, don't. She kept begging the judge, don't, because he's going to kill me. He's going to kill me. So the judge was like, yeah, whatever, that kind of thing. He didn't pay attention. And don't you know, he killed her the next day. She knew it. She said he was going to kill me. And still did it. And let him out. I think they tried to sue the judge or something. I don't know the whole outcome of it. But she knew she was going to die. And there was another video that I just seen was circling through YouTube. And I think they was from Africa, West Indian or something like that. And I guess the woman's husband, which I think he was a preacher. Yeah, I think he's a preacher. Man of God. Yeah, really? Ain't that funny? He came to the house and told the brother while she was there, like, I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill her. And he was like, get out the house. And everybody's like calling the cops. And it's like, take it serious. You need to call the cops and do something. It's like, oh, I guess she wasn't taking it too serious. 2 days later, he killed her. If a man says he's going to kill you, ladies, you better take heed to that. That's not joking words. That's not something you just say lightly. Sad. All right. Sunset, nothing. Okay. Difference in America. Oh, you read that one. And Fury says, but ultimately, it's what you accept. How you react the very first time determines what happens going forward. There's a way to pin comments, and I wish I could pin that comment. God, dog, I can't pin it. Exactly. And I'll just read it again. Okay. Hold a second, y'all. Okay. I'm back here. Oh, let me go back to read these comments here. I'm sorry, everyone. All right, let me go back to the comments. Okay, I'm gonna read that again. What Fury said. But ultimately, it's what you accept, how you react the very first time determines what's happening going forward. Now, Dome says, crazy out here. We die for law enforcement. That's just a whole nother story. It's so sad, Dome. Yes, from Florida. Fury says she was divorcing. She was divorcing him. Yeah. Do you know the story? That's what you're saying, Fury? You know the story that I was talking about? I think, yeah, they was getting a divorce or something. I think he's supposed to be a preacher. Gosh, I can't remember the whole story, but I just saw the video, and he coming in the house, busting the house, like, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to kill you. And the brother was like, get out my house, get out of the house. Her brother was like, get out the house. And he was told, we got to call the cops. It's serious, you know. People don't just sit around here threatening you like that. And he killed her. Yeah. And this is supposed to be a pastor, a preacher. You gotta be kidding me. You just don't know who you sleeping with sometimes. Jack says, pack a pistol. I mean, I ain't nothing against that. You know, sometimes you do need to go out and get yourself registered pistol and protect yourself, because you never know. Dome says, it's got more dangerous when Breonna Taylor killer gets off for killing him. I can't even believe that one. I wanted to just do a video to talk about that, but I didn't go there, Dome. I think I would have went a little too crazy on that one. Oh, okay, so you know what I'm talking about, Fury. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. I wanted to pull that up, but I couldn't able to. But you know what I'm talking about. You know, it's just sad. Oh, there's some more to this article. So I'm gonna go back to the article a little bit. Y'all hang in there. All right, make sure I put my time. So I should have finished up the whole article. But let me go back to the article. All right, I did say look out for the warning signs. All right, I'm going to read the warning signs again, okay? Look out for warning signs. Put a plan together if someone you are living with is 1. Being verbally or emotionally hurtful, threatening you, having episodes of explosive anger, harming animals. Steps you can take to keep yourself and others safe. 1. Find a place that you can retreat to safely. Avoid the bathroom or the kitchen. I couldn't understand that too, but now that I realize they're saying the bathroom's really no windows and no escape, and I guess the kitchen because you got a whole lot of knives and weapons there. Now I understand that. Enlist support from trusted friends or family members that you can call. If necessary, use a code word or phrase to indicate that you need help. That is so important. Memorize phone numbers of people and agencies that you might need to call in emergency. And isn't that hard? People remember numbers. Everybody's just cell phones. You better start remembering numbers or keep little papers. Another thing a person could do is like having numbers on a paper and have them hidden around the house. So if emergency come, you gotta disappear. You can just grab that paper. Make sure your partner doesn't know what you have. Just hide it in a book, in a bookshelf, under the bed, somewhere, behind the medicine cabinet. Gotta be clever. And make sure you can get to it easily, like I just said. All right. And your important papers like your cash, identification, social security card, driver's license, birth certificate, marriage certificates, credit cards, safe deposit box key, bank information, health insurance information, any documentation, photos, medical or police records related to previous episodes of abuse. Keep all of that. So make sure you have it somewhere around. You can make some copies of it. So you can have, when the time comes you need to escape, so you can have your information, because you're going to need your birth certificate, you're going to need your social security. And especially another thing, anybody's watching the replay or they listening right now in the bushes or currently writing, keep a journal. That is so important. Keep a journal of dates and times of everything that happens. That helps so much when you go into court. Keep a record of it. You know, even if it's videotape, to see if you could trust somebody to keep your journal, to keep your stuff, so just in case that this slime ball happens to find it. All right. Fury said, and he shot her 7 times. 7 times. You know the story I'm talking about. 7 times. It's so sad. That is so sad. That's just sad and horrific. Mm-hmm. So that was the end of the article. I'm going to do, this is, like I said, this is Domestic Violence Month. The whole month of October. So I will be doing some more videos on it. Some brief videos and tips. And I will put the number in the description box and in the comment section. So if anybody who's going through trouble, there's a 1-800 number that you can call, and never feel embarrassed because you're not alone. I mean, I've been through it myself. I got some story I can tell, and you're not alone. You feel like you're alone, and it's hard. It's just not easy, but you have to watch out for the signs. When a person is telling you that they're going to kill you, you got to watch out. When a person is constantly raising their voice on you, they trying to control you, they nitpicking at you, always accusing you for stuff, raising their voice, embarrassing you. You have to watch out. That's usually a sign. And it's one of the biggest things. I mean, the biggest sign is putting your hands on you. Like I said, they will test you. And they will test you with little things by raising the voice and see how you act when you raise the voice. Are you going to check them and say, well, excuse me, who are you talking to like that? I think you need to bring it down some. That's another reason I don't like cursing. I don't like a person that curses a lot. Hey, I do curse. You hear me cursing live stream. I try not to. I don't like no cursing on the live stream. Everybody cursing, but I'm talking about the ones that is cursing like a sailor. No, that's a turn off to me, because next thing you know, he's going to be cursing me out. And that's wrong. That's abuse too. All right, Fury says, and be aware of your partner who tries to separate you from your family. Yes, that's another big red flag. Separate you from your family. Like I said, isolation. Separate you from your family, from your friends. He's going to keep you in a bubble. You used to always going out with your friends. Now all of a sudden, it's like, oh, they might do something. Oh, you're always with your friends. Why don't you spend the evening with me? I've been missing you. Then you're like, oh, okay. You're just thinking that the person cares. But it's usually a sign of control. Not in all cases. They might be just saying it because they actually do miss you. They just want to have that night with you, whatever. But I'm talking about, it's like they know there's something that you normally do all the time. But they want to take that away from you. They don't want to be around your friends. Oh, there you go, son. Yeah, it's the truth. It's just pure. It's just wrong. And it's so sad when you're stuck. And especially you don't have no family and friends to kind of go to. Or you don't have the resources. That's why when some people that's in domestic violence relationships and people say, girl, you just need to get out. What's wrong with you? I wouldn't stay. Sometimes it's not that easy for a person just to walk off and leave, especially if there's children involved. Everybody's story is different. They want to leave, but they just can't leave. And like, where can they go to? All right, perfect example. Fury, tell me, did you ever see this movie? The Burning Bed? I wanted to discuss that one, The Burning Bed. And also there was another one. Oh, Jack, you still there? Jack, please tell me you're still there. So I want to ask you something. Are you still there? And Fury, answer my question. Did you ever see the movie, The Burning Bed? Let me know. Did you see it? No, not. Oh, but you heard of it. Okay, so you didn't see that movie. That's an excellent movie. Do you have Amazon Prime? Fury, do you have that one? Do you have Amazon Prime? I believe it's on there for the next few days. If you have Amazon Prime, They have the burning bed, and there's another one. Her name is Donna Euclid. I was just watching that, and it was another situation of a woman that was, being abused by her husband, and the what did she say? Much love, sis. This was a great. Oh, thank you, Dawn. And I'm about to wrap it up here in a second. I'm about to wrap it up. All right, let me see this one. Fury says, but check out my award-winning film, Breaking the Silence, is on my page. Is that the video? I think I seen that video. It was a very good video a while ago. I think I did see that. And that was a while ago, if I'm correct. So I remember that one, especially one that you did with being homeless in New York City. Oh my gosh, that was deep. So everybody, I think I went way past my 30 minutes. Let me see. Can you see nothing here? Oh yeah, I did way past 30 minutes. And so, like I said, I will be doing this again. Like I said, I do the Q&A every 2 weeks. And if anybody have any questions, feel free to email me. My email is in my About page. Feel free to leave in the comment section. Or if you have any questions or advice and you don't want to put your name out there, everything with me is confidential. I can answer your questions or coaching or whatever, and I don't have to put your name out there. I keep things private, so I can respect that. I watched Spit on my. It was about a woman killing people. That's a deep one. Oh, Dawn, our day is coming up, Halloween. I will be emailing you, let you know. You're supposed to be my host that day. Let's not forget. Jack, where are you? Oh gosh, man, I tell y'all. All right, so I'm about to wrap it up. Just gonna play 2 songs just to mellow out. And thank you everybody for coming. Thank you everybody for participating and stuff. And like I said, if you have any questions, feel good. Thank you, Jack. And question I was asking you. Fury said she didn't see it, but I was asking you, did you ever see the movie The Burning Bed? And there's also, I have 3 questions. 2 questions. Just listen, Jack. Don't disappear. 1 question is, did you ever see the movie The Burning Bed? Yes or no? Number 2 is, oh, damn, I done forgot. What is wrong with me? All right, well, number 2 is, I'm going to ask you, do you have, the question number 2 is, do you have Amazon Prime? That's number 2. And number 3 is, there's a movie on Amazon Prime I would like for you to watch, and if you could do a review on that one. I would like to get your take on that one. It's kind of deep. It's deep. And it's on domestic violence. It's a true story. So the first question, did you ever see The Burning Bed? Do you have Amazon Prime? And if you do, I want you to see this movie and do a review on it. And thank you, son. Thank you. All right, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up with 2 songs. And I'm going to wait for your answers here. Let me find 2 songs just to take it down a notch. Thank you, Mr. Sun. Thank you. Hugs and kisses to you. Hugs and kisses to everybody. And thank you for being here. And I'm going to wrap it up. Just put into the comment section, Jack, yes or no. And wait a minute. I answered Dawn with that movie. Oh, that movie was crazy. They actually made a part 2. I think part 2, part 3 or something. Dawn on that movie. Fury said, no, it's about domestic violence. Oh, I guess I missed it. Well, I'm going to look on your page, Fury, and look it up. Yeah, I'm going to look it up. I will definitely do it. Or if you can, email it to me. My email is in my my About page. All right, Fury? And thank you for being here, Fury. I ain't seen a wild girl at my place, and I'm glad to have you. And Maria, hugs and kisses to you. Thank you for being here. And let me change the music. Keep saying I'm going to change it. I haven't changed it, right? Because I'm trying to find it. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. And before I change the music, what is wrong with me? We have to do a quick prayer. Let me do a closing prayer real quick, and then then I'll get to the music. What is wrong with me, God? I apologize. I truly apologize. Okay, no one is walking out of my live stream while I'm sitting here doing a prayer. That just does not happen at Donna's place, okay? Now, get ready to start my prayer. All right. Our Father in heaven, please bless everybody that's in this live stream. Bless everybody that's watching replay. And God, please protect the men and the women that's going through domestic violence right now. Help them to find a way to be free from their monster, the person that's abusing them mentally, physically, and financially. Please help them. You know, because God, no one, love is not supposed to hurt. It's not supposed to hurt. And it's wrong. And it's wrong. And God, help them to find a way that they can get out. Because right now, as we speak, and there's some woman that's being beat to death. And she's crying and she's scared. Or she's at home and she hears the man's car coming in the driveway. And she knows when he comes through that door, she knows what's going to happen. And she doesn't know what to do. And she's stuck because she has the children, where she's going to go, where she's going to take the children. You know, God, you see everything that's happening out here. Just help them, help them, help them. We love you. We adore you. We need you. You are everything to us, God. And bless everybody in the live stream, and also bless everybody who's watching the replay. Love you, God. Love you. Okay. I apologize, God. I almost forgot my prayer. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, God. I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. You come first. What is wrong with me? All right, I'm gonna play some music now, and I want to watch this Jets game. I wonder how the Jets are doing. What's the Jets? Oh, it's a tie so far. Okay, yeah, second quarter. Yeah. All right, 2 songs, and then that's it. Enjoy.